human rights activist and publisher publisher Omoyole Sowore has accused NYESOM WIKE, the FCT minister, the current minister of FCT, of laundering public funds to acquire properties in the United States. This is what is actually happening in Nigeria. This is the current case right now in Nigeria. A lot of things has been going on about Nigerian politicians. Why Nigeria is not growing. This is the reason why Nigeria is not growing. All these people, all they do is to launder money without trace, acquire properties all over the world without trace. Most of them have laundered a lot of money from this very country. They keep on borrowing, and expect the citizens to be quiet. This is why we are not growing. But Omoyole Sowore has actually came out publicly to expose what NYESOM WIKE has been doing right from 2016-2015 with public fund. According to the allegation, 3 properties in Winter Springs, Florida, were traced to WIKE but appear to be under the names of what? His wife, Justice Eberechi Suzette NYESOM WIKE, and their children, 2 children. So Sowore claims that these properties were bought in cash, possibly using illicit funds to avoid scrutiny. Just imagine what is happening, and Nigerians are suffering. So it is alleged that WIKE used quitclaim deeds. That's what they call quitclaims deed in US to transfer ownership of the property into family members' names. A deed type that doesn't guarantee title or usual protections, which might help conceal the original ownership. So the Florida law prohibits laundering money or using stolen funds to purchase properties, and Sowore contends and even extend everything that WIKE's action may violate state's statutes for what? Trafficking in what? Stolen properties. So this petition from Sowore has been directed to the Florida Attorney General, James Otmere, so urging for forensic and official investigations over these properties. This is what is happening. This is just what is happening, because I think it is time they expose all other politicians in Nigeria, not only WIKE, because these people has been messing up with public funds. So let's just go into the details now and show you what Sowore did and what is happening and what we are still expecting. We are expecting more exposure, because this is not stopping here. So if you have never subscribed to this very channel, please kindly subscribe, because we are going to follow this case up. Everything happening about this very case, we are going to post everything here. Hence it drops. You are getting it in this very success media. So if you have never subscribed, just kindly click on subscribe button right now to get more updates on this, because many more are coming. And this Florida government are going to carry out serious investigation about this. Sowore have written to them, exposed everything with receipts and all the payments. They are there online. So they have actually received the petition. So WIKE is not at ease right now. He is not at ease at all. So for the thief in NYESOM WIKE, CONGSSRS, that's who stole money meant for the poor people in River State to buy $2 million mansion for his children in Florida, but never bothered to check how things work there. Let this be a lesson to you that in the US, presidents can be called out in whatever way citizens choose. Judges are not meant to be pocketed, and presidents have no options but to live by the rule of law. And let it be also known that through your corruption and public theft of resources, you have now created a jurisdiction, Florida, where the crimes you commit in Nigeria can be tried. This is what Sowore wrote to Florida. So it is a very, very serious case right now. So the record show a mansion at 113 Spring Creek Lane, Winter Springs, Florida, registered under family names, reportedly acquired in March 2025. So Sowore also raised concerns that these properties were undeclared to Nigeria's Code of Conduct Bureau, potentially violating Nigeria's law on asset disclosure by public officers. That is what is happening now. So the seize, cost, and timing of the purchases have provoked outrage, especially given the ministerial salary and allowances as much lower than what would sustain such acquisition of properties comfortably. Because what he have earned as a public officer for a quite number of years now is not commensurate to this type of massive properties in Florida. But Wike, through his aide, Larry Olayinka, they are trying to dislodge all these reports and allegations. Has responded, calling Sowore's allegations mind games and saying there is no proof that Wike has directly involved in wrongdoings. Why is he defending Wike? So the U.S. government visa restriction on corruption have been invoked in some reports as possible consequences of those under investigations there. So we are waiting patiently to see what will happen. So let us go into more details about this. Sowore is a very strong person because this case, not every Nigerian can be confidential about this and come out publicly to declare and digest everything, even expose more with investigations. He have been doing this for a long time, and he came out with good and clear investigation reports, which is very true. So right now, these are the white claim that NYESOM WIKE and his wife Eberechi Susan WIKE, a court of appeal judge, used to transfer 3 different Florida properties into names of their children, Jordan, Joaquin, and Jasmine. So these are the reports. Everything you need to know about this very thing. Wike even exposed himself more on channel television, boasting that he didn't know his wife and children owned mansions in the United States. Just imagine, you don't know that your wife and children own mansions in the mansion in United States. How is that possible? How is that possible? So now was due for the follow-up treatment for a new ailment and chest infection that recently kept him in London for 2 weeks, which he was going to do under guise of attending the UN General Assembly with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But yesterday, the VP Kashim Shettima was asked to lead the delegation with 7 other ministers, which decided to bail out, and several state governors have also been told to stay back for now. There is hidden plan. There is no hidden place anymore. They are afraid of what will happen in the United States. So explain us as to why NYESOM WIKE and his wife are using a quit deed to transfer their laundered wealth to their 3 kids. Very much exposed. Wike has been acting as the Lord of Nigeria, God of Nigeria politics, God of South politics, without knowing that he has a secret big agenda over this very country. He never meant well for this very country at all. He never meant well. This is what most of our political leaders are doing. Why Nigeria is not growing? When they borrow money, they share it among themselves. Others will be suffering. All the proceeds from subsidy removal has been shared among themselves. Citizens are suffering. Nothing is being developed. No industrialization. Nothing. People are suffering. They don't care about others. They care only about their family. Even the wife, court of appeal judge, is also involved on this very money laundering. Just imagine, who do you trust? Who do you trust again? This is so sad. Like a country like Nigeria, it's very, very sad. At this very moment of time, Nigeria is heading to Bermuda Triangle. Nothing is working. No one cares. And even the Mr. President left him. He have never even given any statement about these very accusations for a long time. He kept quiet because he is using Wike as a tool on his elections. He is using him in South. That is why he kept quiet. That had it been that is another person from another tribe or something, by now, hell would have let loose calculated attempts by Nigerian politicians to kill and liquidate Nigeria entirely. Look at properties, one person. This is only in US. You have never known about the Dubai, China, and other places he may have properties. So sad indeed.